This game on Roblox has so much potential, and yes, I'm talking about Saber Showdown. If you don't know what Saber Showdown is, it's basically a game where you can unleash your inner dreams to become a Jedi or a Sith. Depends on what you choose. In this video, I'm going to talk about ways that the devs can improve this game because I feel like it has so much potential. I don't want to say it's wasted, but I feel like there's room for improvement. So I'm just gonna cover some things that the devs, if you see this, please take into consideration to maybe implement some of my advices or not. It's your decision. So yeah, let's get into this video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the lack of a tutorial. As you can see, when you join this game, you're gonna immediately go into a lobby and it has no tutorial. Like, you only have like these 4 buttons on the bottom, and if you hit play, you will immediately go into battle arena. As you can see, immediately guys are gonna hunt you, and you actually don't have, like, as a newbie, you actually don't know what to do. Like, maybe you don't even know how to equip a lightsaber. I feel like this is a reason why a lot of new players will dip this game or skip it in general. So as you can see, I got killed by this very handsome avatar, and yeah, I feel like if the dev would like make a tutorial, they could like teleport new players to another area, and then you're just gonna run through a tutorial and then you will get teleported back maybe. Like, or they can just add like a plain text box where you can just read stuff, and newbies don't want to read stuff, they can skip it. So at least some players will actually have like a basic understanding of the game at the beginning, because I feel like if you just go out, like if you just hit play, I feel like a lot of players will get frustrated real quick. Yeah, as you can see, I got killed by Alex. Bro, he's also teabagging me. Bro, I just realized, look, I went into morph and I decided to wear something. And when you reset your character, you are getting like a very long head. Just realized this. Maybe fix this too. Another big thing I want to point out is the difficulty of the bots in the training area. So if you go to the training area and press play, these NPCs, great, they are great. You can practice your perfect blocking in general, maybe disarming. You can train the basic things and maybe like even more advanced stuff. But the main problem are these new added NPCs. I'm not the only one complaining about this. The NPCs they're just really hard to beat, especially for a newbie. Because like if I duel, let me duel this guy real quick. As you can see, oh man. So if I duel this guy, let me pretend to be a newbie. I will block and attack. Like, bro, what is this? Bro, this, like, how are you supposed to win this? Or how are you supposed to actually train when there's a bot coming at you with full speed and spamming the hell out of the saber? I don't know, actually. I don't know what the devs actually thought about this, but well, in the end of the day, maybe it just sucks. I feel like if they would actually make this a bit easier, so maybe you can actually choose a difficulty or anything like that, would be actually very great. Another thing I want to point out, the points, or just getting new sabers. I feel like, I don't know if it's my opinion, but I feel like you actually need to grind really hard to actually get you a new saber, because you actually get only a few points from like killing enemies. The main source is actually this like bot right here. If you log in like regularly, you actually get 1,000 points for every 1,000 likes. But it's actually hard to track this when we go to the shop. I feel like this is actually a bit too much. Don't get me wrong. Of course, they actually increased the points so that new players won't actually be able to get them really fast. But I feel like the free-to-play and the paid version, like the relation is kind of off. As you can see, 6,000 points or 99 Robux. I don't know, bro. People will buy Robux. This is just 99 Robux isn't that much. And 6,000 points is actually quite a lot to actually grind for. This is just a bit bad for free-to-play players. Alright, moving on. If you go to the training area again, I feel like a big thing why most people will quit after a while. I don't feel like it's a bad thing, but I feel like the devs are bringing out new lightsabers too quickly. For example, like if they bring out new lightsabers every week or maybe 2, I feel like, especially like players who buy this real quick, I feel like they have like a big advantage from like other players or free-to-play players or maybe even casual players. It's just hard because boomerang duels, when you are like casual or even a player who grinds a lot and you encounter various sabers, I feel like you're gonna have a hard time actually beating the opponent, and the opponent will have so much advantage. Yeah, I highly recommend that the devs implement or introduce a rank system. I would love to see that, because you could actually like potentially become better, and it would be actually like beginner friendly, because you will just queue up in the matchmaking with newbies as well. So I feel like a rank system would actually be very nice to this game. Like we talked about earlier, when you play, you will immediately go into the chaos with from noobs to actual pros. So this will greatly enhance the experience for new players and even intermediate players and pro players as well, because maybe like very good players will actually get bored of killing so many intermediate and new players, so they will actually face a good opponent. So the last thing I'm gonna cover up is not actually as important as the other ones. Adding like a customization for the sabers would actually be cool as well, because you can just like select them, but actually like customize the handle, or like customize, like even like if you buy the colors with some points after some grind. I feel like they are limited. I feel like I don't know what this tag is right here, but I feel like adding like a whole color wheel would actually be cool. Customization is actually also a really great factor to bring in and keep new players as well, and actually like be also very cool to get a handle. It just would be cool to actually like have a unique saber. Having a unique saber is actually like pretty cool, to be honest. Small thing that would actually be really cool is to add like something like a counter. So if you're like mid-fight, the opponent keeps, like the NPC keeps hitting and hitting, that you press like a button, like a counter attack. It can have like a very high duration, so that you knock the players away, dealing like maybe a bit of damage. And one last thing I would actually prefer, to be honest, is that saber throws will kill you instantly, because I feel like, especially like in higher ranks or higher play level, I feel like players are avoiding it at all costs, because when you're like throwing your lightsaber, you just basically like need to run away, and I don't think it's a really cool idea. So maybe like decrease the speed of the throw and make it like one hit, because it just need to be like a last option. You can actually, if you want to like punish this, like especially to the devs, you can punish this like by, if you don't hit your opponent, you're gonna get stunned or anything like that, so players can't abuse it, which should actually be pretty cool. Yeah, that was it, guys. If you enjoyed my content, make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you want to see more. Like most of my subscribers always want to see Saber Showdown videos. When I do like some community surveys, most of you guys want me to do Saber Showdown videos. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these things I mentioned. Like, do you also want them to be in the game or not? And yeah, see you to the next video. Bye, guys.